going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
What's good, YouTube? It's about OT in the building, back with another banger, and today we're gonna be reacting to we finally know why everyone's leaving FaZe. Now, I just came across this. I didn't even know FaZe was having problems with underage girls. I didn't know this was a thing in FaZe, but apparently it is, and I want to get to the bottom of it. So I'm not even gonna yep you guys' ears off. We gonna get straight into it.
Don't care who you are. Don't care if it's my own brother, bro. You're my brother. I'm snitching. I'm sorry, but like that's just wrong. And brother, everything I say on my mother's heartbeat, everything I'm saying is true. And I just genuinely hope he can confess to it. This dude looks me in my eyes and says, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds." I'm like, "Bro,
Bro, what?
How could you tell me that?"
Bro, hold on. Whoa. My nigga, what? My nigga, what? This is what we're doing? Bro, FaZe done fell off, came back again. It's like, bro, at some point, bro, you know, FaZe just has to go, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it just, like, at this point, bro, it just gotta go. Because, bro, it's always something. It's always something new. Like, what? Like, come on, bro.
Going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
And I don't know what to do or what to say at this point, but all I can say is, I mean, if it hasn't been said enough already on this call, stay away from underage girls, boys and girls. We have a lot of young men watching this stream right now. It's clearly and obviously not worth it. We're talking about a company and a brotherhood that was built over the course of how long, Rain? 15 years more or less, right? And it's clearly coming to an end, you know?
Of course
If
it
you
is.
thought FaZe was coming apart as it seems before, then man, oh man, this takes the cake. Yesterday, a member of the original FaZe group, FaZe Rain, came to the social media with some shocking news that a lot of people weren't expecting. It was totally out of the blue, out of the random, but at this specific time in the state that FaZe is in right now, where Banks is off the internet, Max just left for some very cryptic reasons. To be quite honest with you, this is the last thing that they needed, but the world needed to hear the fact that one of the members in the FaZe clan was having sexual relations with somebody who was a child.
Oh my God, bro. Like, why are you even around these type of particular people? You feel me? Like, I get it, like your fan base is probably young and you probably have some, you know, fans around the area, or when they see FaZe, you know, woo-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? But they shouldn't be your main, like, they shouldn't be like, all right, boom, these are my friends, and I see them every day. It's okay to engage with your fan base, but it's not okay to get that close to where y'all like this. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, y'all. It doesn't make any sense, man. Hey, that's just me, though.
Underage.
I want to put
That's just
everything
me.
to do with me and FaZe to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said. And honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow, and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. Not only did you guys air me out, y'all mother sold me out, y'all scammed me behind my back, and honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, I've covered, not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I was so I've been up over that pedo for like 2 years, bro. And I haven't said nothing about it.
Now, for those of you who are probably looking at this screen, questionable, that is FaZe Rain, somebody who is a part of what the new age era calls the old FaZe. This isn't about, you know, Silky. This isn't about Ron. This isn't about Max, Rage, Lacey. This isn't about Jason. This isn't about any of those new guys. But it's about the old FaZe, the entire organization, and seemingly some secrets behind dealing with some children. Now, there were a lot of other things mentioned because that old FaZe generation, I've been noticing there's been a little bit of bitterness in the water, and some of them have spoken out since, but this is now just FaZe Rain's turn to kind of give his take and his opinion on this brotherhood that was established between these guys and what has happened since, you know, him distancing himself.
I mean, but let me pause it right there, y'all. Let me pause it. Chill. You know what I'm saying? But look, isn't it like wouldn't he kind of get a little bit of blame too, because he sat here and didn't say anything? He didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? You trying to save your boys because, you know, that's your brother and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you was letting this happen too. You kind of let the shit, you know, go on a little bit. You could have been said something. Got that boy up out of there, FaZe would have been way different. But the fact that it happened years and you covered up and now this has been a lingering thing, hey, now people are going to think, how long has this been going on in FaZe? You know, like, it's going to have a bad rep behind it. Like, it's already cooked. Like, FaZe, yeah. FaZe, you might be cooked, man.
And
that
honestly,
was nigga childhood and
look
shit,
the
bro.
best. A video back in 2022 started some of his early
FaZe Clan
with
Optic.
the company and the brand itself.
This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes, and the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took them 6 years to pay me back, yes, I never got $1 or a brand deal, yes, that's all true. They're going to say that. And that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was going to do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of.
But there's two things I took away from that in the research of this video is that one, this group things, there was a big brand buyout from FaZe. There was a lot of stuff going on legally. So I can understand how, you know, there might be some frustrations there. That stuff has already been squashed for the most part. You know, I know that there's still some people who are jaded about the situation, but nonetheless, that's not my business. But two, and most importantly, which leads us to this conversation today, is that he's still holding some stuff in. There's still some things that he's not 100% spilling the beans on.
Man, and buddy don't
these pedo allegations.
let it out.
I even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro.
Whew. If it's in your heart, brother, speak it. It's gonna come out eventually. Now, the only issue that I do have with what he said is not by saying the initial name in the beginning. There's a specific reason why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But
Yeah,
if there
he's
is
still
somebody
covering up.
who was out there touching and messing with kids, let the world know so we can shun them, so we can have the proper opinion on them, so we can understand who we're dealing with in real time. The reason why I did not like the fact that he kind of left it up to,
because brother is still holding out for his brother, man. He's still not trying to tell, he's not trying to out his boy out. You feel me? He's trying to not out him out. He's not trying to sell him out. That's why. Like, come on now. Like, we all know this.
their interpretation. It was because, one, there are a lot of members in FaZe. My first thought was, who could this be? I went down the timeline, somebody threw out the name like Bronny James, and I was like, what? But then I had to realize Bronny is also a kid, so it definitely couldn't have been Bronny. But nonetheless, I also knew that a lot of people would be very, very
that was kind of stupid.
This conversation. There's two people in particular that I knew would probably get the brunt of this, and that is Max because he just left, and then also Banks because he is somebody who the internet feels very much up in the air about, especially after leaving the internet after seemingly scamming Aiden Ross and some other people out of some cryptocurrency. I knew that they would get unfair treatment in this conversation, so I am glad that Banks came out and actually cleared this up, because this is a serious allegation. Even if people feel like I should feel some sort of way about Banks, even if you feel some sort of way about Banks, yeah, he might have scammed some people. He does not need pedo allegations. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna kill his whole.
Rain is not talking about me.
His whole reputation.
Yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter asking if I'm
Not saying his reputation was already killed.
But being tagged in this clip from FaZe Rain on Fearbuck. The first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. That's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now. Norton, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temperrr is a, which that is who he's talking about in the clip. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy. That's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex, because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norton and Tommy, or Norton and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously if Norton's gonna talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norton, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm.
Banks goes on to pretty much say that after Rain tells him that Temperrr is this, he then patches in Apex and Temperrr into the phone call, in which Temperrr refuses to acknowledge these accusations, says that, hey, you're misremembering these things, Rain, etc., and they go back and forth. But hearing from Rain, the person who's calling out this pedo in this situation, it seems that he has a pretty vivid memory as to what happened.
Tommy said this verbatim. He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. One was 17 and the other one watched. That's what he said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know, these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet this, yada, I don't fucking know. And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. It's just, I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. That's some weird stuff. But a lot.
Bro. Yeah, but he need to just pack his bags and get ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even go online no more, brother. Brother. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to come on. You're not coming online no more, bro. You can't make a name for yourself no more, bro. It's over with. Once you got that PDF thing attached to your name, it's pretty much over with. You're cooked. My nigga, that's done. You ain't never, like, you ain't, what? You're done. My nigga, this is why you stay away from young individuals. Like I said, you can interact with your fan base. You know what I'm saying? You can interact with your fan base, but to get close to them, super close to them, when y'all getting rooms and doing things together, like, what are you talking about? You feel me? Like, shit only got to be like, all right, boom. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It just can't, like, you can't do that, bro. Like, you could play video games with them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I stream. But usually when I stream, I sit here and I'm like, all right, anybody that want to join up, you could join up, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, let me go, bro, let's have a trip to where we're around each other and have a room together. Like, how do you even get in a position like this, bro? Like, I don't even know. You got in a whole position to where you're just, like, having a room with somebody and
Out of the
doing
FaZe
these
group
things.
is weird.
It's
People
crazy.
were digging up Temperrr's tweets from 2012. Mind you, he was born in 93. That kind of validates some of these claims in the court of public opinion. I don't know. It's extremely, extremely nasty.
Odd, but I got nothing to do. I think it's just like this happened. This like, dude, because I don't know the specifics of anything.
Now, there are wild accusations being thrown around the internet. And the beautiful thing about the internet, and I say this oftentimes, is that most of the time, the other person exists on the internet. So we don't have to wait too long to hear Temperrr give his actual opinions on this or what he's saying. And of course, it's filled with deflections and denial. And not
don't mind me.
That I've picked a side. I just think that it's very interesting as to how he says a bunch of stuff. And that bunch of stuff has nothing to do with the situation. His first video specifically.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name is in the same breath as the word is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me.
We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
How could you go from denying to admitting all in the same breath? And look, the devil is in the details, because the way that Tommy or Temperrr or whatever his name is goes on to give 3 extra minutes of just story time about how he's a father, he proposed to his girl, etc., lets me know that he did do these things and he's not owning up to and admitting. But also, there's
no, nigga, don't try to play father now, nigga. Don't try to play father now. Now all of a sudden you a father, nigga. You propose to your girlfriend. My nigga, nah. That's over with. That's over with. You should have thought about that when you was doing what you was doing. You should have thought about all of that. Nigga, what? Nah, that's over with. That's over with. You will be punished. My nigga, you will be punished. You will receive a whole bunch of insults. Shit, you might even be put on the offenders list. You feel me? Shit, not only that, my nigga, no jobs for you. You better have a great sum of money and some other assets or investments, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna look for you. You're cooked.
Important that he left out that don't line up with even Banks' story, like Banks and Rain's story, which I find to be very, very interesting.
I'm gonna say about the Tommy situation because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit because originally it was 2 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know. Because that changes everything. You never said that. Not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know.
Another one bites the dust. Now, I want to be clear. This doesn't affect FaZe as a whole, and I'm not making some sweeping indictment on them.
Nah, it
How
might.
this does affect the bigger group and the name and stuff like that going forward is, you know, up to the internet's interpretation. But these are two dudes who have distanced themselves from the group, at least the new version of the group, publicly for a long time. I just think that it's so strange that we exist on the internet with all these people who have been touching and doing stuff to kids. Like, it's been a long time, which kudos to the fact that it's been a long time, because I remember we were going through a stretch of videos on this channel calling out Preds. You know, I'm talking people like Dr. Disrespect and the
Damn, I remember that.
Children that were public facing on the internet. Weird shit like that. But listening to Marcus King's reaction about
No,
this
that's
situation
crazy.
made me.
I remember that. Bro, what's crazy is during that time, bro, yo, I was a kid. Man, the good old days, Fortnite, man. Y'all don't remember that shit. Y'all don't remember that. Ha!
About who people should be aligning with, whether it be from a fan's perspective or from like creating content's perspective.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm never, bro. That nigga would never see me in a group, because someone else being a weirdo in their own weird time could bring you the fuck down. You don't know what these niggas be doing in their free times, y'all. Fuck no, nigga.
YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, social media as a whole has been built off this concept of like idolization, envy, worship, all these other things like that for these figures at the top. People put them on a pedestal, but at the end of the day, not only are they not just human, but they're also some of the worst people in their free time. I can think of so many people over this past year or 2 years that I've covered on this channel talking about the weird stuff they've done in their free time. Whether it be Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson, DJ Academics, Dr. Disrespect, FaZe, Temperrr. There's just so many people that have been outed for doing a bunch of weird shit. And it's so sad because these people are aligned with people who are ultimately innocent, but those people's names will be dragged through the mud. Now, will the internet go on and pass? For sure. The North will remember though, and it just is a message to anybody and everybody who is still out there idolizing anybody, putting people on a pedestal and just not taking them for their entertainment value. One, they're probably weird. You don't know them like that.
Yeah.
That parasocial shit in the playground. And then two, and most importantly, watch who you align with. Just watch who you align with when doing your own public endeavors, because their actions can ruin your name and your good.
Man, look, that is true. You feel me? All that group shit, sometimes it does come with a downside. It comes with a downside of whoever does what they do could bring you down. Just like dude said in the video. And some people just want to take themselves away from that and not be able to and not be in that type of environment, because like I said, whatever that person does can affect you, and if that affects you, that affects your money, that affects your what's the word, deals and sponsorships and all types of shit. Yeah, so you feel me? I guess it's a good thing to kind of separate yourself. But also, there's also a good side to also being in groups too. You feel me? It can help a lot, but there's a good and bad. I'll just say that much. But that's the end of the video. If I like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. What y'all think? What y'all think actually about this FaZe situation? Like, let me know what y'all think. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.